Well, I'd like to welcome everybody to Hubbardston's Public Access Channel, WHPA, and we're here today with Ed Blanchard, who most of you in town probably know, and we're going to put together, or we've put together, a video from an old video that Ed and the Lions Club shot back in 1986. It's called Operation Facelift, and it was about painting the center school. So let's get started. We have Ed here. He's joined me and my cat here on the couch, and we're going to chat a little bit about that event. Who got this started? I mean, I know the Lions did, but was that your idea to begin with?
Well, it's good to be here today because it brings back a lot of old memories and good people. I had a chance to watch the Operation Facelift video again, and it was a total community project that was really sponsored by the Lions Club. We had about 20 to 25 members at that time, and there came up a community project, and it was going to be very expensive for the townspeople to have to pay $65,000 to paint the school. So the Lions Club came up with a project that we would see if we couldn't get enough community involvement and people so that we could paint the whole school in one day from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And the outreach from the community was just outstanding.
Well, that's great. I mean, we've talked about it. I know I've been a member of the Lions Club since just shortly after that evolution, and it was big on the hit list for conversations then, and it remains so. And I know of all the things Lions have done in the town, this and perhaps the project that we did up at the rec field to put a gazebo in there are things that everybody goes back to with great pride. And you're right. The pride wasn't that we were able to do it. It was that we were able to bring the town together to get those things done.
Right. Well, it was such an interesting project because we ended up with 225 people, and our original goal was just to paint every room within the school. And we figured it out that you could only have 10 people in the room at one time, otherwise they'd be bumping into each other and spilling paint and things like that. So because we had so many people that wanted to come help with the project, we ended up having 250 desks that the people refinished, as well as they painted all of the exterior paint on the building. But some great people at that time, and I think if we had a community project like that today, you'd see the same outpouring. So many people that came to work on the project had children in the school. And so we tried to get those people, those parents of the kids, to paint their own kid's room. And it was a fun day.
Well, I know when we put this together and I put the video that we have, everybody's going to really enjoy seeing all of that. You know, I should mention again, we talked earlier about projects that come together, and I recall you and I belonged to the Business Association when there was one some time ago, and we managed to go up and paint all of the new bedrooms and new facilities up at the Ron Burton Sports Camp. And,
right.
That was another good project. I don't know that we have any video of that, but certainly was one that worked quite well.
Well, the other thing that I remember about that particular time was how generous Spags was. Spags was a company down in Shrewsbury, and I think everybody familiar back with that era at all went to Spags and bought a lot of things there. And I went down to see, his name was Anthony Bugatti, and I went down to visit with him and asked him about the project and would he be able to help us out in any way. And he actually ended up giving us all of the paint and some paintbrushes to use. And he gave everybody Spags hats, which you'll see in the video. And everybody cherished those hats, and I think I still have one at home because a Spags hat was pretty special thing back then.
Speaking of Spags hats, who made up that double build going in every direction hat for you?
I found that somewhere, and I said, this is the perfect thing to wear on that particular day. And it had the two brims, and it said, "I'm your leader. Which way should I go?" or something like that. But it was a fun day, and we finished on time. And we had, I think, Channel 27 back then, a local TV station, as well as Channel 7 came up from Boston. And so we got a little bit of state news out there, too. So, but everybody had a fun day. The Lions Club provided all of the food. And we even had some young girls help us out with babysitting for kids so the parents could paint. But and the quality of the work was outstanding. You get together with all these people and you say, well, how many of them can really paint? But the quality of the work was just great.
Maybe that's because we all moved into older houses in this town and learned right away how to paint.
I think that's probably true,
Yeah.
for sure.
Sure would be.
Yeah.
Anything else you can think of we need to do?
No, I just think that, even that project was back in 1986, and I think that spirit still is alive in Hubbardston. And I think if we had another special project to do, if we called upon the community, the people that live here in Hubbardston would still respond and still help the Lions Club out.
Well, I'm confident that you're right.
Yeah.
We've done that before, and I'm sure we just need to come up with the right program here shortly. Huh?
There we are.
Okay.
Well, the Lions Club is a great organization, and we're always looking for new members because some of our members, are, like myself, are aging a bit, and we can always need some new young people.
Well, that's true, and our membership chairman is Ron Hopper from right here in town. He's always looking for people who are interested, and if you are interested out there, you can give him a call at 978-928-5165. And we didn't ask him if we could give his number out, but I'm sure he'll be real happy if you call him.
Good plug.
Good plug. All right, well, if that's about all as a lead-in, let's go to the video.
Well, back at the turn of the century in Hubbardston, they always used to have barn raisings and things like that where all the community got together and would work to put up a barn or construct a church. In April of this year, the Lions Club felt that if we could get enough people together, enough community involvement, that we'd be able to paint the whole Hubbardston school in one day. And that's how the start of Operation Facelift began. The first thing we did was held an organizational meeting with all of the organizations in town, like the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts, the police and fire departments, the Golden Agers, and groups like that. As well as them, we also had the teachers, and the teachers contacted all of the students, parents in their rooms. And with that, we got together 225 people. Today we're applying about 210 gallons of paint, and we have about, as I said, 225 people. The cost of it, for materials-wise, is about $5,000. The cost, if we were going to have it professionally done, would probably be somewhere between $65,000 to $75,000. It's just been very heartwarming, the show up and turnout we've had. It tells me that the grassroots in Hubbardston really run deep. The support has been phenomenal. Everybody's here having a good time. It's given a lot of our people an opportunity to meet their neighbors, also meet the parents of other students, perhaps in their kids' classroom. We also have a new principal who is joining us in September, so we're pleased that we can get the facility in shape for him. So as concerned citizens, the Lions Club felt that we could coordinate this effort and do it all in one day. First of all, a couple of thank yous I'd like to get by. I'd like to first of all thank my wife who put up with a lot of patience and understanding for the time that this has taken on my own behalf, and also for my children to help make this time. The Lions Club of Hubbardston has just been so much support for this whole operation and organizing it. Special thank you to Kevin Quinn, who lives on Elm Street, who sprayed this whole ceiling in 5 hours. Did a tremendous job. F.W. Madigan and Mark and Ken Green are responsible for all of the scaffolding that we have here today to make the job easier. So we thank them. IGA Metalbrick, Paul Wormy, responsible for donating the hot dogs and rolls, along with KM of Chelsea. But really, the people I have to thank the most are you people that have shown up today. My wife gave me a hat that she said would probably be more appropriate for this game. She said, because I don't know which way I'm going most of the time. So I have a stag hat that I'll wear when I'm painting, but for the start of this at least, I have a hat that's appropriate. We're all in for a crazy day. We've got about 225 people, and we should have a lot of fun, and everybody should get a chance to meet some new people, and that's what this is all about. I'd like you all to welcome Les Kent to my new principal.
What's it? This the outside crew, Ed?
Yeah. Good looking crew, huh?
Beautiful job.
Yeah.
There they go, Ed. Very good.
Thanks.
Hey, there we go.
There we
I'm
go.
going to show you how to print your dough
There you go.
now.
Keep working.
I'm Les Edinson, the new principal of the Hubbardston Center School. And I'm thrilled to be here today and to be part of what's going on here at the school. I think what you see here today is really unique and special and something that could only happen in a place like Hubbardston. We're fortunate that we had so many people with the technical expertise to plan this, and then such a tremendous turnout and support from the community here at Hubbardston. And my feeling is the community is saying to us in the school that we're making a commitment to these children, and we're making a commitment to the future of Hubbardston. And it's now up to us here at the school to carry that commitment forward and to work with the people here and to provide the best possible education we can.
So what do you think about what's going on here today?
I think it's fantastic. I think the town spirit is really great, and Hubbardston always comes forward when they're needed. And special thanks to Ed Blanchard and his crew, because Ed's done a fantastic job. And we're all very happy about everything. As you can see, the people here have all turned out, and they always turn out when you're in need.
This is Denise Dusham, a second grade teacher at the Hubbardston Center School. Denise, what do you feel about today's project?
I'm very happy. That's about all I can say, because I'm at a loss for words.
Hi, I'd like to ask you, what made you come down here today?
I came down because I know the need of the school, and I know how much cleaning it needs and painting. And I have one child that goes to school here, and we know how badly it needs help.
Tell me, what do you think about all the parents coming out here and fixing up your school?
Well, it's good because for quite a while, on the desks, it didn't look so great because it was all messy and people kept on writing on them. And at the end of school, just washing them does not do so good. It just leaves all the crayon on it and all that. So now that we're cleaning up all the desks, they're going to look brand new and better.
Okay, why did you come out here today?
I have one child that just finished 6 years in the school when it was not looking its best, and I've got one still in the system. I hate painting, but anything is better under the conditions they've been going to school. I've seen people I haven't seen in several years, everybody covered in paint and everybody having a good time, and everybody happy that everybody showed up.
Are you looking forward to going to school next year?
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful experience to be part of this community effort. I think the education for the children is going to be exciting next year because they're going to know all the effort that was put in by their community. I'm very happy to be part of it. What about you?
I think about the same thing. It's a great experience to be here. I think mostly it's a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of people just enjoying themselves, helping each other out. Give me this, give me that, help me over here. It's great. It's really great. I'm happy to be here.
I think it's great. I think it's nice that everybody's willing to help out and,
Why did you personally come out here?
I thought it would be fun. It's nice to be with everybody, and
I don't get to see, people in town too much, so.
Has it been
it's nice.
fun so far?
It has been. It's been really fun. Yeah, well organized, free food.
Essentially, I think this is a good community affair. It gives the Lions a chance to do something for the community like we've been doing the past several years here. I think it's nice to have all the groups in town get together and do something as one group rather than having all these splinter groups doing different things and trying to get the same thing done. It's nice to do everything together. I think we serve the community better when we can do everything at one.
Well, basically we're both members of a group called Friends of Hubbardston Education. We're a parents organization and we're here to help clean up the school.
We're dedicated to the students and, as Jane said, to education, and we'd be here if it had anything to do with helping the school out.
Okay, what's your name?
Paul Weinheimer.
Okay, Paul, why did you come out here today?
To help out, help the community out, help them get the school back together again. It needed the work, needed some help getting put back together.
Chairman of the board.
What do you think of what's going on here? Oh, this is fantastic.
Bill, what do you think about Rose, what do you think about the big turnout today?
I think it's fantastic, really.
Okay, why did you come out here?
Because I have 2 children and I want them to be in a clean school.
I think that they're going to be doing a nice job, and I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Okay. Anybody else? How about you?
Same thing.
Okay, hold the microphone up here. So what do you think about what your parents are doing here today?
They're doing a very good job.
Are they? Are you going to be going to school here this year?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Not really.
No? Okay, how about you?
I hope my mom finishes the bathroom.
Oh, do you know the bathroom's finished?
It is? I wonder what she's doing now.
Well, I think it's great, especially as a former alumni of the school. I graduated class of '62 here. It feels good to get back here and help the school that I feel helped me.
Okay.
It's kind of ironic, because I think when I was about 8 years old, the principal of the school at that time made me come in and wash the windows for some apparent injustice I did in the classroom, so it's back here again working in the same office. A little bit different this time, though.
So why are you out here today doing this?
Because we're all proud of our school and our children, and we want a better place for our children to learn with. If the atmosphere in the school is happy, the children will be happy and they'll want to learn more.
Well, we just moved here and my child's going here for her first year, so I figured we'd participate and just really have a real good day today.
And my son's going to be in kindergarten, so I thought I'd come and paint the school, so maybe he'll do better. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of kids here that babysit, and they're gonna paint the school in one day.
Did you go to school here?
Yeah, last year. Well, not last year, but 2 years ago I did.
How about you?
What? I went to school here.
What are you doing here today?
I'm babysitting the kids.
Is the whole town involved?
A lot of people.
What do you think of this? Is this a good idea to get the school all fixed up?
I think so.
I think it's awesome.
Why?
Because the little people will be able to go to school in this place.
I think it's great because the school's being better, painting.
Okay.
They're doing a good job.
Well, I think they're doing a great job painting all the whole school. I think that it's gonna look nice after they've done painting it.